Few Australian institutions can claim the honour of celebrating a 150-year anniversary. But the Royal Prince Alfred Yacht Club, initially known as the Mosquito Yacht Club, has done just that. Launched in 1867 but renamed Prince Alfred Yacht Club a year later in honour of the Prince's Australia visit, the club soon boasted 60 members and 16 yachts, including a revolutionary 36-foot vessel, the Australian, that was considered 50 years ahead of her time. With King George V's ascent, the club soon earned royal status and went from strength to strength. Fast forward 150 years and Royal Prince Alfred Yacht Club is now an Australian icon with more than 2,000 members and a deep history. Since then, the Alfreds has become a refuge for the masters of the seas. In an age where people put a premium on mateship and escape from everyday life, the Yacht Club has become a beacon of joy for those who want to get together with like-minded people and lose themselves on the waves. But the journey to today's salubrious institution has been one of North Shore lore, dotted with success, dramas, tough times, and of course over-embellished stories that have become legend in the club annals, including a visit from His Royal Highness Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh.
It was quite a day really. We'd practiced for it for some time. It was, going to be a really, really big day. We built a little grandstand out the front of the club here. When it came to laying the stone, the members could come over to the little grandstand and observe the official laying of the stone. The day before, there was a strong northwesterly gale, and we had a flag mast on the northwestern side of the grandstand. And the flag mast came crashing down onto the grandstand, smashed the flag mast and destroyed the grandstand. So that was not a very good start to the day.
I remember as a 19-year-old seeing Prince Philip there on the day that it was pouring with rain and there was mud everywhere. And
the day that he arrived, it was a roaring southerly blowing, about 30 to 40 knots. We were supposed to have a regatta here to celebrate the day, and so we had a starting line just out the front here, and only one boat turned up, and he went for about 200 or 300 metres, and all of his mast fell down, and so that ended the regatta. That was in May 1968.
The stone now sits in the clubhouse for all to see. From 1867 to today, the club has continually expanded and evolved its facilities, moving from Moore Street to Castlereagh Street and then to Rose Street in Sydney. In 1919, the committee decided that Sydney Harbour was becoming too congested for yacht racing. Green Point, in the Pittwater area, was purchased but remained practically unused until a group of enthusiasts banded together and built a boat shed, slipway and pontoon.
And one of the great features of that time, from reading back through the history, it appears to me, is the member involvement in building those facilities, building the slipway and expanding that clubhouse building. There's many things you can see in the club history where there were get-together of members for working bees and things like that.
A few short years later, a caretaker's cottage was erected, a liquor licence obtained and a small bar built. The Governor of New South Wales, the Honorary Commodore of the club, Lord Wakehurst, officially opened the current premises on 17th of December 1938. With World War II looming, the timing could not have been more unfortunate, and from 1939, yachting in Pittwater and Sydney Harbour was disbanded.
But the whole of yachting stopped.
Like all the boats that were on Pittwater, for example, I think were taken up to the upper reaches of Hawkesbury.
there was a belief that the rail bridge and the road bridge at the Hawkesbury River were going to be attacked. That would have been a major disruption to the east coast of Australia. So they emptied out every boat in Pittwater. They took them up to Cowan Creek and to Barara Waters. A couple of them were seconded by the government for naval duties, and they were sent to as far as the field as Papua New Guinea. But they had to be wooden in construction, so they couldn't be detected by radar.
In 1947, after the war, the boat shed was increased in size, moorings were laid in Crystal Bay, and Pittwater again came to life.
Everyone knew the Royal Prince Alfred sailing on Pittwater. You knew the Royal Prince Alfred because you'd only have to look out on a Saturday and see the number of boats on the water.
To join a Royal Club, it was a great honour. I found it a great honour to join the Royal Prince Alfred Yacht Club in 1964.
The club purchased the adjoining property, Moon Bar, previously owned by Mr. Ashley Buckingham, to build a clubhouse which became affectionately known as Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham's owned the land on the northern side of the site, and the club purchased that, which is we call the Moon Bar building, which is now the Jack Gale Centre.
There was all chlorine in the pool, and so all the kids in the district were walking around with green hair or blonde hair. That they'd been using the Royal Prince Alfred Yacht Club swimming pool, so we could identify who'd been diving in there, because they were quite unique in those days in ground pools.
Yacht racing on Pittwater in the 60s was gaining momentum.
It was a very active and competitive club and was getting good results.
That's when we raced here over 200 yachts and in 14 divisions, and that was our probably our busiest time.
It was a heyday of offshore sailing for sure. Yeah. So over the years, the club's had 30 representatives in America's Cup teams, 35 representatives in the Olympics over the years. They've earned 10 gold medals, 3 silvers and 1 bronze. That's a pretty outstanding result.
Due to an ever-expanding patronage and great club successes, it was decided that a new clubhouse should be built on Green Point. 4 marina arms and additional hardstand areas were also built to complement the clubhouse we know and love today. And it was here that the club held its momentous 150-year celebration on the 15th of October 2017. Members spanning generations came together, young and old, to share stories, laugh, enjoy great food, and to recreate a photo showing the current club membership, which had grown considerably since the last group photo in 1889. Although the club has changed with the times in many ways over the past 150 years, its deep roots of culture, kinship, fun and competition live on in all those who make the clubhouse such a pivotal part of their lives. Happy 150th birthday, Alfreds.